Dr. Mike Adney with Sport Horse Chiropractic, and this is Champ. Champ's a little APHA, American Pain Horse Association gelding, and his trainer is Brittany Russell. Brittany Russell show horses, and they're about ready to do the Fort Worth, Texas, beginning of June to compete in the APHA World Show. So she's getting all those horses taken care of today. And I believe he's my fourth on the day so far, 7 years. So he's a new horse for me. I've ever worked on him. I don't know that he's ever been adjusted before. So the horses like this, you just gotta take your time while you figure each other out. And he's obviously very curious and wants to have his pen in everything. Got some halters hanging on the stall door over there, which is super interesting. So it doesn't seem too concerned with the line blade. Right off the bat, I feel that his left side joint is pretty locked up in flexion. And by flexion, I just mean that the SI joint is positioned in the way that it would be, and if that left leg was coming forward. And it's like that when their feet are square, then you got a problem. But I'm just saying that off the bat because it's up. Because I'm going to go to the top and get it's on static palpation, which just means I'm feeling the position of the still. The side is quite a bit higher. So I'm going to hit some point here, get some extend, pelvis. That side's staying pretty high. I want to see if the flex going. That's really nice and easy. So definitely have a extension restriction on this left side because this side is stuck in the position of flexion. So right there, I'm doing my hand. So I'm just going to adjust this. Really check it. Let's see if I get on that spot. It's smooth instead of smooth. Kind of like the focus on here. Oh, there we go. So that was a nice, rather an extension adjustment on that left side. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to type them in there. I'll be happy to answer any questions or just have a conversation with you guys on whatever you got to comment, or if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those as well. Alright, so I'm going to recheck him, try to square him up a little bit. I'm going to recheck him for extension. Very nice. And because of the way the SI joint moves, meaning that, when one SI joint is moving into flexion, the other is moving into extension. If I have to adjust him in extension on one side like I just did, then I need to go to the other side and adjust him in flexion. Because the SI joints move like this. As my leg comes forward, my SI joint rocks back. As the leg goes behind, the SI joint rocks forward. So it's doing this as the legs move, the hind legs move. Same thing with the horses. So if I have an SI joint on the right, or let's just use him as an example, I had an SI joint on the left that was stuck in flexion. So this side was high, right, when his feet are square, and that side's stuck in flexion. That puts the other side in a position of extension because they move opposite each other. So if I'm going to adjust this side into extension to get rid of that malposition on the left SI joint, then I also have to adjust the other side the opposite direction and then recheck that movement. Because in all reality, you don't know which side it is that's actually fixated, causing the other one to be fixated in the other direction. So if you take the ego out of it and go, oh, I've got an SI joint stuck like this, then I have to adjust this one this way and this one that way to get it to balance out. And that's how I look at the SI joints. I'm sorry, the freaking text is so small. Hey, looking for my BSF. Oh, yeah, they're awesome. Hello, little me and Jacqueline Richards. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate the comments. Something just popped up. Yeah, he is. Hey, Gouda. Yeah, sweetheart, man. The last horse I just worked on was on, I did a live on TikTok with Cooper. He's a big black gelding as well. And he's just, man, the sweetest freaking thing in the world. I mean, half the time we were just like, you know, it was like a spoon session between me and Cooper. But we got to enjoy things like that because sometimes you get some real difficult horses and man, they make you really appreciate these cool ones. Oh, that is perfect rotation to the shoulder. So that was just one manual range of motion checking the neck, and I'm going to check in with the pressure point just to get him to come around and see if he can touch my finger, and I'm applying this pressure. Boom, almost. It is a little short. Good boy. Good boy. So that's a pressure point I like to use to check neck rotation. And you're also checking flexion too, because if he rotates around, he has to flex down like that to come and touch my hand. So if your horse will rotate, won't come down to touch, then you've got a flexion problem, but rotation could be fine. So, and also when you do those pressure points like that, you can get some really big releases just by doing those, because they'll flip over and they'll try to touch the shoulder, and you'll get a whole bunch of releases that way, audible releases. And if you get those, then, you know, I just go back and forth one more time to make sure that there's nothing else that needs to release that way. Yeah, he's a pretty boy for sure. How do you adjust the jaw? You know, I'll adjust the jaw if he needs it, and I'll show you that if I have to do that for him. Yeah, I mean there's a pressure point on the jaw, especially on the upper gum line, that I like to use. But there's a couple different ways to do that. And a lot of times people think that, you know, the horses have TMJ issues when they're actually hyoid issues. So, you know, you can stretch the TMJ all day, but if you don't know how to distinguish between the TMJ problem and the hyoid problem, you're going to be barking up the wrong tree and not solving the problem. That is really good extension right there. I'm going to give him a chance to cuddle here like he used to want to do. Bring him down. Just do a nice stretch. Wants to play with my hat. Oh, yeah. Good boy. Give him a little extension adjustment in his pull. That's great. So that's what I love to see is a drop in the head and neck, licking and chewing. Nice soft face and eyes. Get them into that parasympathetic mode and out of the sympathetic, which is fight or flight. Exactly. Yeah, I love to see it. Awesome, Maribel. Do you have horses of your own? Hey, Marcy. Yeah, I've been trying to do more stuff on YouTube. I've been just super crazy busy traveling, and it's been hard to get on and make videos, but I'm going to be at a horse show for 2 weeks starting at the beginning of June, and I'm just going to hopefully have my camera running the entire time. So hoping to get back on track with creating more lives and creating more content. So I hope you check back for that. Hello, Amon. I wish there was a way to that's not what I want. To increase the size of the text in the comment section. If anyone knows how to do that, I would love that info. All right, so let's get his front legs done. See how he likes these. Most horses absolutely love to get their front legs stretched and adjusted. So if you have a nervous, anxious horse, or even a horse that gives a barrier problems, try coming up here and just stretching out their front legs first. And just see what that does to their demeanor. Usually it just takes them right down, just gets them nice and relaxed. They usually really, really love it. And if you want to learn how to do this, just check that link in my bio. And I don't teach you how to adjust them, but I teach you how to stretch everything. So if I had to pick one area of the body to stretch over the others, it would definitely be the front legs. Now for movement purposes before, attitude, behavioral issues, and just help them relax and build rapport. And there's just so many good things about stretching here. The biggest thing is, the only muscle in the horse's body that is responsible for engaging the suspensory system is the tricep back here. The suspensory system is just a system of ligaments in the horse's body that allows them to sleep standing up. So it suspends them while they're sleeping. And everything is ligament except for the tricep muscle. That is the only muscle that engages the suspensory system and lets them sleep standing. What am I doing here? By bringing the leg forward, I'm stretching everything behind the leg, including that tricep. And when you stretch a muscle, it sends a signal to the brain what that muscle is doing and what the joint position is that muscle controls. So it gives them better control of the muscles, gives them better control of the suspensory system. So I highly recommend stretching the legs. Right, a sore tricep or a spastic tricep, or anything going on with that tricep where it's not engaging properly, they won't be able to properly engage their suspensories. So it's just a good idea to make sure that they're comfortable there and that they're able to use that muscle. Oh, that was nice release. Front wrist there. That's right. This joint right here, this joint right here, this is a wrist, not a knee. I think people call it a knee because it's we tend to say they have four legs. But what do we call this? What do we call this joint right here? This one. Can anybody tell me what joint this is right here? Oh, thank you, buddy. This one. What's this? What's this? Let's see. Do we have a winner? No Kentucky Derby horses, but I was just over in Dubai for 3 weeks working on horses that ran in their version of the Kentucky Derby, which is called the President's Cup, or the Sheikh Mohammed Cup. And that was amazing, absolutely amazing. I have some videos of that, I think on my YouTube, but I might only have them on my TikTok or Facebook. By the way, all those channels is Full Horse Chiropractic. Anyway, this joint right here is the shoulder, right? And we call this a knee. But that doesn't make any sense, does it? To have a shoulder and then a knee. We have a shoulder and then an elbow, right? We have a shoulder and then an elbow. And if you look at them, they have a shoulder and an elbow. So they have a shoulder and an elbow. Let's see if I can show you here, right? Shoulder, elbow. And then we say they have a knee under the elbow. That'd be weird if we had a knee under our elbow. We have a shoulder, an elbow, and a wrist, and they have a shoulder, elbow, and a wrist. In fact, if you look at it under an X-ray, you'll see how similar their wrist looks to our wrist. And the other thing that makes it not a knee is that there's no kneecap, there's no patella. In order for it to be an actual knee, it has to be a patella, which makes the stifle the actual knee. Not this. This is the wrist. Alright, let's get his hind legs done. Stifle release there, and then we can abduct that hip and get a good stretch through the hip. Horse crazy. Well, stick with my channel because we got new horses every single day for the most part. Hi, Brielle. Thank you so much. And Keisha, welcome to the channel. I don't know where you're at. I'm in Arizona, so it might be a far drive. Kiss him. I don't think they'll mind if I kiss him. You might kiss me first, but let's see. Unless he's just too chill right now. He was kissing me a little earlier. Oh, let's see. No problem kissing the horses. Nothing better. No, there's no better smell than the muzzle of the horse. Sure. All right, let me get this other hind leg done, and then we'll be done with the champ. And then I think we'll go get Mr. Finney. Good boy. That's not the best thing before we do that. All right. You know, and as usual, don't try this stuff at home, please. You know, I don't want to see anybody adjusting that shouldn't be. It can be dangerous and also can be, you know, not good for the horse if you don't know what you're doing. So this is just for entertainment purposes only. I'd love to educate people about their horses, but please don't watch my videos and then try to adjust your horses, please. All right, get out of the way. Licensed and certified, or like in crazy Texas, who lets the vets refer to whoever they want, even if they're not trained. It's the law. So I try it in Texas. If you're a veterinarian, you can refer to anybody you want for chiropractic or whatever. You can refer to anybody, even if they don't have a license that's required in every other state or a certification in animal chiropractic. If the vet wants to refer to you, they can. But if you're licensed and certified, you don't have direct access to animals in Texas. I still have to get the same referral that Joe Blow does that learned from his uncle in his backyard. You know, it's ridiculous. Sorry, a little soapbox rant there. But yeah, don't do it. That's all. Oh, there we go. Got him yawning there. He's feeling pretty good. Sorry, I got it close. I can't read this text. Sweet. Yeah, a little homestead. I would love to have me a little homestead eventually too. Oh, thanks, Marcy. I don't know why that would be. I'll try to talk a little bit louder though. I think the fans are probably drowning me out, but it's pretty hot here today, so I'm going to leave them on. And I will be posting these videos as little shorts later, so I'll edit out the fan noise. Hey, Adam. Sorry, not Adam. Adon. No, I'm not going to get on the horse. It's not my horse. I don't have a saddle. This horse is a little bit too small for me. And it's not mine, it's a client's horse, so I cannot. All right, I'm going to go put Champ back. I'm going to swap him out for another horse, and I will be right back. Let me see who I have. Oh, let's go get Finn. I'll put Champ back, and we'll go grab Finn out of another stall. Let's see. Alright, I'm actually going to stop this live. I'm going to get on another one, fresh new live for the next horse. So stick around, hope you'll check me out on that one, and I'll see you in a few minutes.